What is the best thing you can do when you're tired or exhausted in a tennis match? And what I'm talking about is becoming physically or very mentally tired. And obviously, you don't want to become tired in a tennis match. You need all the energy that you can get. A lot of matches can go 3 hours, 3 sets. It can go a long while, and you got to train hard. You got to practice, and you got to eat your vitamins. So you need that energy. And if you lose that energy, are you doomed? Well, you're pretty close to it, but there is still a way to get out of it and try to win that match. So let's take a look at this point real quick. I'm the one right here on the front end. Daniel is the one at the far end. Now, the worst thing that you can do when you're tired or exhausted like this is to just start off firing blast winners all around you, go for insane shots. That is not the way to go because you are going to expire your energy very, very quickly. You're just going to flame out. That is not the way to go. What you need to do is to find your second wind. That's the primary thing that you need to do. Find that second wind. And what is that second wind? Well, basically, in sports, in tennis particularly, you get exhausted, right? You hit this wall, but you could still find a way to regain that energy. That's what they call that second wind, that newfound energy somehow, and you could use that to win the match. And I believe everyone has the capability to find their second win, or maybe even your third win in a tennis match. So what do you need to do to find that second wind? And the thing that you need to do is push a little bit more, meaning you got to slice more, you got to do some moon lobs or some high lobs. You got to do everything it takes to extend that rally. And I know it may seem a little counterintuitive to extend the rally when you're super tired, but you want to do it in a way that favors you, right? So you want to extend the time it takes for each shot to happen. And that's what's going to happen when you slice more, when you moon lob a little bit more, you're essentially buying time for yourself. So when I did this return here, Daniel hits this forehand and I do a slice, a backhand slice. So you're going to have to slice a little bit more, right? He did this forehand here and I went with this chop forehand back at him. So you're going to play very defensively. And here's another slice that I did. And Daniel hits his forehand and I kind of popped this forehand up here. And fortunately it went deep. And finally, Daniel misses this shot, an unforced error, right? So you're looking for these unforced errors, buying time. And hopefully after a couple of games of this, maybe in the next changeover, you could use that 90 seconds and then really regain that energy. Find that second win again. Maybe eat a power bar or something during the changeover, and suddenly you have that second wind. And then you could play your game again and use that to win the match. And so when you push, hopefully you regain some energy, but also what you're trying to do is deplete the energy of your opponent, right? So you're slicing, you're making some moon lobs, but your opponent is trying to hit these big time forehands, big time backhands. They're trying to put away these shots for a winner. They're trying to go for big time serves. And if it's coming back, right, then they're exerting a little bit more energy trying to put these balls away. And they're going to have some problems, right, with their own energy level themselves. So you're trying to boost your energy and you're trying to deplete their energy. And what also happens, right, pushing is somewhat controversial and somewhat of a tactic where it kind of annoys people, right? It annoys a lot of people. And a lot of tennis players, they just get disinterested playing against pushers. So you could do this for the entire match, the rest of the way. And if they keep missing, these unforced errors keeps happening, then you could keep doing it. It'll get them mentally frazzled. Obviously, the good players, they don't get mentally frazzled by someone pushing. But at least maybe you could deplete their energy a little bit, and then you try to find a way to regain your energy. What I don't want you to do is to use stall tactics, right? So some professional tennis players, what they do is they use bathroom breaks or injury timeouts to recover their energy. And I think that's the wrong way to go. I think that's unethical behavior. Yeah, if you're injured, then yes, use an injury timeout, but don't fake an injury and don't do these weird things where you tie your shoelace after every point ends. Tennis players will see through that and it's not good. I don't support that. But pushing is fine. It's within the framework of the tennis match. And, if they're really the better player, right, they should be able to put the ball away, right? So pushing is fine. So hopefully this can work out for you, this small adjustment, and maybe you can find that second wind for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, kindly do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.